Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin, how long will it take to hit $1 million? We're going to take a look at it. XRP to $1.40 plus incoming. We're going to look at that too. New bill for crypto passes the House in a landslide. 2024 could get real interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, $1.74 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency. The market is up 1.4%. Bitcoin, 43,500 plus. Ethereum, 2,300 plus. Tether market cap, 91 billion plus right now. We see Binance at 4, Solana at 5. XRP has slipped to number 6 spot. We're going the wrong way, people. What's happening here? The holidays are upon us. 61 cents for XRP as it's up 0.6% on a 24-hour and off by 0.1 on a 7-day. Range of price very quickly is very tight today, between 0.6137 on the bottom and 0.6276 on the top. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about XRP Las Vegas 2024. A massive lineup is coming together, ladies and gentlemen, and you will find more about that after the new year. Whoa. Get your tickets today, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't done it, look, there's a general admission ticket, a VIP ticket. There's an after party ticket, which is going to be incredible too. You can participate in the Future of Digital Asset Benefit Dinner, which you will be able to sit and break bread with Brad Garlinghouse, Michael Arrington, Honorable Christian Carlo, John Deaton, and others. And there's a room discount too. Don't mess around. I know it says there's 132 days left here. May 3rd, May 4th, 2024 is going to be an incredible time, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to want to miss it. Just ask somebody who participated in the last conference. This is the largest XRP conference in the world, no doubt about it. And these are just some of the faces you're going to see at the conference. Eleanor Tarrant from Fox, Honorable Christian Carlo from the Digital Dollar Project, Jeremy Hogan, members from Uphold, and Ray Fuentes, our MC. And Perry M. Boring from the Chamber of Digital Commerce, who is putting up an incredible fight right now for all of crypto to stop Elizabeth Warren's bill to ban crypto in the United States of America. This is very serious, ladies and gentlemen. 19 other senators are backing this ridiculous bill. Don't allow it to happen. Join the fight. I have a link underneath the video for Stop the Crypto Ban right here at change.org, where you can help support the Chamber of Digital Commerce as well. I've done so yesterday when it came out. Make sure you do too. Link underneath the video for that and XRP Las Vegas. Look at this very quickly as we start here. From Mason Versalus, it says, breaking: Elon Musk will be launching payment services on X in the middle of 2024. I'm hoping for XRP, BTC, ETH, and Doge. If he's really smart, he'd also add Algo and HBAR. I hope to see all of those assets too. Speaking on ARK, to ARK invests Kathy Wood in December, 21X space. Musk said he expects payment services to be fully launched sometime by the middle of next year. So very, very exciting to see all of this coming together, pending approval of several money transmitter license applications. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But think about what that does just for stable coins too. Not just crypto, but stable coins. You know, stable coins are the currency of the internet. That's what we're talking about. Meanwhile, Argentina's recent elected minister has now said we ratify and confirm that Argentina contracts can be agreed upon in Bitcoin. I just hope they're aware of the fees on those transactions. Coinbase wins license to operate Bitcoin and crypto exchange in France from CNBC. Meanwhile, the fight continues here at home. As I said, over 6,800 people now who have signed the petition just from yesterday. Help us reach 10,000 by the end of this week. We should be able to reach that number today, easily. We should be able to get this number to 100,000 plus. We have got to stop Elizabeth Warren in this is a very real fight we're in, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to hear about it here in a second from Brad Garlinghouse as well. As he highlights here, Gary Gensler, a puppet of Elizabeth Warren and the banksters. Listen to what Gary Gensler says here. Try not to vomit.
There's a lot of non-compliance with the securities laws that are there to help give you the disclosure so you can make the investment decision, but also to protect you against fraud and manipulation. And there's been far too much fraud and bad actors in the crypto field. There's a lot of non-compliance, not only with the securities laws, but other laws around anti-money laundering and protecting the public. This is really the Wild West, and it's around the globe. I would say again, this is a small part of our U.S. capital markets, but it can undermine confidence when so many people have been hurt, and all they can do is then stand in line at a bankruptcy court, and it's not just one actor, and it's not just, oh, it's just a few bad actors over here. This is something that pervades a lot of this field globally, and it's hard for the good faith actors even to compete because there's so many challenges elsewhere.
You know, I think Brad Garlinghouse nails this here. He says, stunning hypocrisy from the person who cozied up to the biggest fraud in recent memory. Gary Gensler himself is a political liability whose actions have decimated consumers and destroyed the integrity of the SEC while remaining buddy-buddy with Wall Street. This is exactly the way it has been. And to be perfectly honest here, to add to this point that Brad is making, the only entity that is in complete non-compliance is the SEC itself, the agency. Just look at the recent decisions from the court cases that the SEC has taken up, from Ripple to Coinbase to Grayscale. Look at these things. See what the judges are saying. Capricious, unfaithful allegiance to the law, right? This is, to me, look at FTX itself, just like Brad highlighted here. How is it that Gary Gensler could come out here and talk about non-compliance when he is the very reason that FTX was allowed to move forward because of his own inaction? Now, whether it was his inaction because Sam Bankman-Fried was the second largest Democratic donor or not is a question for Gary Gensler. But what other reason could it be? Because it's either he placated to the donor money or he's incompetent and he shouldn't be there. And neither one of them are very good choices, but I'll let Gary Gensler choose. Meanwhile, more antics from within inside the SEC. Prometheum received approval from FINRA, and now FINRA's playing along, to allow digital asset securities clearing and settlement services through its special purpose broker-dealer's license, which it obtained this past year from the Securities Exchange Commission. Prometheum, from the mouth of Aaron Kaplan himself, co-CEO of Prometheum. It came out of his mouth. Let's show his face. This guy said out of his own mouth that CCP-backed Wanzhang blockchain company is a part of their tech stack and a part of their company. And then went and testified in front of Congress that that isn't true anymore. Now, you be the judge. Now, while all of these things are taking shape, and believe me, Prometheum is something we better keep a very close eye on, how is it that a company that is involved deeply with the CCP just happens to get a special purpose broker-dealer's license, which is a coveted license in this space. And Gary Gensler somehow sees his way to give it to him, to Prometheum. What is this country really becoming, right? What does it become? Paul Barron highlights some clips here from Cody Carbone from Chamber of Digital Commerce, as well as Thinking Crypto's Tony Edwards. And look at what happened here on the quiet tip. The Deploying American Blockchains Act of 2023, bipartisan bill that passed the House 46-0. This could be very good for 2024 and all of us in crypto. Take a listen.
Find interesting, and this is talking about the surprise bill for crypto that actually passed. Listen in.
Deploying American Blockchains Act of 2023. Tell us about this bill.
Yeah, it's kind of came out of nowhere. So this is a bipartisan bill coming out of the House. And so what this bill does is it sets up the United States to be the preeminent leader on blockchain technology. It directs the Department of Commerce to really study the technology and figure out how the U.S. can lead and what are the different use cases for blockchain, probably that we may not talk about a lot, but outside of the financial services space. Where can blockchain be used for healthcare, for supply chain, for digital identity? So a really awesome bill to come out of House Energy and Commerce, and it moved 46-0. So a bipartisan bill that got unanimous support. So this is a nice little win before the end of the year. This is a completely standalone effort. I'm hoping it moves in a package of some other House Energy and Commerce bills this year.
This is a good sign. Bipartisan,
Very
pretty much
good
a slam
sign.
dunk, and it came out of nowhere, and it's now supporting crypto. So there are some wins that are coming. The other thing, of course, is the FIT bill. This is stablecoins, et cetera, that the question is when they will pass. Let's go back to another clip from Cody and listen in.
Do you anticipate, though, those two bills, the FIT and the stablecoin, to be potentially voted on maybe in Q1 of 2024? And does Patrick McHenry's announcement of his retirement affect that in any way?
Fingers crossed, Q1 2024. All signs point forward to Q1 2024. So I'm really targeting the February-March timeframe. Once those appropriations debates and battles are kind of set with, and then the government hopefully is funded, then we can move to other legislative priorities. And everything says, everyone says, including Patrick McHenry and French Hill, Q1 2024. I think the beauty of the retirement, even though we're sad to see him go, it's not until January 2025 when he will leave, so at the end of next year. But he's motivated and he wants to move these bills. These are his babies. And I would be very surprised if Patrick McHenry, who's done an excellent job in Congress in building consensus, if he is not able to whip support for these votes. And then you've got the whip himself, Tom Emmer, supporting these. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see these bills, the FIT bill and the Clarity for Stablecoins Act, get a vote and pass the House in March, I would say is my best bet in 2024. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed, no doubt. But what exciting news. And also, I think it's energizing to find out that we've got another year of Patrick McHenry pushing these bills that he's put so much time and effort into. So hopefully we see a big year in Q1, which starts in just a few days. How about that one? So very exciting on that front. Now let's keep this going, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brad Garlinghouse telling you we're not just in Washington fighting for Ripple, we're fighting for crypto.
We weren't in Washington fighting for Ripple yesterday. We're in Washington fighting for crypto. Yeah. And we're not fighting against what Circle's doing. We're not fighting against, I want to support those things. I think the addressable market is so big. If we're fighting about who has what percentage of the market today, you've totally lost the plot. And the market is going to be huge. We need to keep growing the whole market. If Circle wins a little bit more, or Ripple wins a little bit more, we both can win a lot.
There it is right there. And you know what? That is coming from someone who is a creator, not a competitor. That is a confident person who is a creator, and they're creating products they know solve problems. And there's no sense of worrying what the other one's doing. The market is big enough for everyone. If you are solving problems for people, that is a healthy mindset right there. Speaking of which, SEC confirms it met with multiple Bitcoin ETF issuers yesterday, including BlackRock, Valkyrie, ARK. SEC was clear. Remove in-kind redemptions from filings. Cash creates only. SEC gave guidance that a Bitcoin ETF will likely be approved by January 10th, according to Fox Business. Then we see here, Perry Ann Bourne sharing how and when could the price of Bitcoin reach $1 million? Well, we hear this always talked about. According to the S-curve analysis, a 90% adoption rate is projected by 2029. Imagine this. Just 5 short years from now, this $42,000 Bitcoin being worth $1 million. None of us know if it'll happen. But just imagine with the approval of the ETFs ultimately driving price, opening up the market, creating demand and scarcity. You know the drill. But what about XRP? Well, looking here in the short term here, Eggrag Crypto says the color code chart says $1.40 is the update, ladies and gentlemen. It screams confidence, showing those bulls chomping away at the bears, ready for any downturn. Your real test begins when everything else surges and XRP stands still. That is history speaking right there from Eggrag Crypto. That is history speaking right there. Everything moves before XRP does in history. But keep in mind what Monica Long said. 2024 is going to break this hype cycle of speculation, ladies and gentlemen, with a rush of utility. And I couldn't be more excited for it. I hope you'll join us in the Freedom Zone, ladies and gentlemen, where we are taking apart and revealing to you from an inside CIA whistleblower who the puppet masters are of the shadow government running everything. Join us inside. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.